Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and also welcome back to a brand new rescue mission. Now, before we get into the rescue mission, let's talk about this vehicle a little bit. Now, this vehicle was recently released on mod.io. It's fully console friendly, although as of recording, it has not yet been approved for consoles, but I can imagine it'll be approved pretty dang soon. Now, as you can tell, it is very heavily based around the giant off-road wrecker, the newly starting to be driven and starting to be used heavy off-road wrecker by Matt's Off-Road Recovery. However, it's not a one-to-one replica. It's essentially heavily inspired by it, but not an exact replica. And I think that's fine because in the context of SnowRunner, there's obviously, going to be sometimes some little changes that the mod creator might want to make here and there. But there are a lot of similarities to the heavy off-road wrecker. But one of the aspects of this thing that I love the most, even just from the standpoint of the mod itself, is these absolutely enormous shocks and the way that they've actually cut out the kind of like the fenders and the hood just to fit the shock tower and even the spring mount as well. You can see, oh my god, you can see all the components underneath for the for the steering setup. You can see every single suspension arm in full detail. The drive shafts are fully animated. The skid plate is all there. But the cool thing is, you can even see up under the skid plate where one of the drive shaft sections is. It's so wild. Now, this is actually... Well, I didn't even notice the winch on the side as well. So you got the rear winch, you've got the tow arm, and you've also got the front winch, and you've got these side winches. There are so many different ways that you could winch somebody out of trouble with this thing. It's absolutely nuts. But we're actually going to be doing something similar to that because there is a early 2000s Chevy Silverado that is, well, a couple of things, a couple of problems that it has. It is stuck in the mud, and the engine has been flooded out to the point to where it won't start. Like, it won't start at all. So, without any further ado, let's fire up the off-road wrecker and get up there and see what we can find and see if we can get it back to safety and get it fixed. This thing is so good. It's so freaking crazy. And look at that rear steer, too. God, that's so wild. Now, we are on the Rockingham map today, and I need to check and make sure we go the right direction. So we need to go up to the right. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to take this trail to get there, and then probably the main road to get back. So we'll put it in low plus to start, because low plus is going to be just a little bit slower than, like, second gear. It's going to be kind of like a halfway mark between first and second gear. And as you can see, dude, this thing rips when it's heading up a trail. Oh my god. Yeah, these tires are absolutely putting in work as well. These are Mickey Thompson Baja Pros, and they are insane. They're not the only tire option for this rig, but they're actually the default option, believe it or not. All right, let's see if we can find a workable line here. Gonna try to use that rear steer to my advantage as well. Easy. Oh, got it. Just had to find a good spot for that front axle to grab, and then it just grabbed and went. Dude! Oh, wow. That was sick, actually. This thing, even if you wanted to grab it and just wheel it, you could literally do that too, and you would have a blast. It's an amazing crawler. The rear steer is definitely something to get used to, but once you get used to it, like, you can do stuff like that. You can make, like, really tight turns in super sketchy areas, but you can also kind of, like, use the rear steer to get yourself out of trouble, which I like. Although the only issue with using it to get yourself out of trouble is that if you're not quite familiar with how to use it, it can actually get you into trouble, more so than it can get you out of trouble. At least if you don't know how to use it. I'm kind of stuck on my axle. Oh, come on! It was not happy about that line. It was not happy about that line at all. All right, let me back you up real quick. And then now... See, there we go. There we go. And now use that rear steer to walk it up the edge. Thank you. Dude, this thing is so good. This thing is so freaking good, though. All right, I'm going to put it in low plus for the remainder of this little drive. And there's our... Well, Silverado in need of help. The Silverado is not, it's not doing Silverado things. As a matter of fact, it's As a matter of fact, it doesn't look happy. It doesn't look happy at all. Gotta get a couple of photos for the recovery album. All right, let's go. Now, I'm thinking we're probably gonna go ahead and hitch up to it from behind. Now, let's see. We're not in any danger right now of, like, sinking this thing, so I think we're okay. Let me see. Actually, well, let me get directly behind it. That's gonna be my first move. Because I think we should be able to kind of pull it right out of here. So long as we do everything right, which, I mean, y'all know we don't always do everything exactly the right way, so... Wait a minute. Why is it not allowing me to... Hold on. Alright, I need to know what kind of controls they have for that. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Alright, so, down... That's about far enough, I would say. Yeah, that's about far enough. I can go ahead and put immersive mode back on now, because I was like, what the heck? It wasn't showing me, like, anything related to the way it wanted to work. All right, so let's go ahead and hitch up to the back. We'll get you on out of here. And as soon as I get into a slightly less sketchy area, what I'll do is I'll lift that boom up. All right, let me get you turned back around this way. Easy. Oh, dude. Okay. You know what? I didn't realize that that pole was as close to us as it is. We're, like, right on the edge of it being a massive problem. Come on, Silverado. There you go. There you go. Come on. Not bad. Although, it's getting a little sketch, like, already. All right, let's see. Can we lift it up some? Or would that just be worse? Let's see if this makes it better or makes it worse. I think it... Oh, it made it worse. All right. Nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that again. Nope. All right. Yep. You're going back down. Well, that was a fun experiment while it lasted. Yeah, we're not doing that again. We're going to level this out, and then we're going to pull it like that. Because, yeah, the way we tried to do it beforehand, it was not happy about it. You know what? I might not even use the boom at all for this, because I think it's just getting in our way. Yeah, I think it's legitimately just getting in our way. So, I'm going to hook up, like, just from this rear tow hook right here. And we'll go right to the trailer hitch on the Silverado. And that should give us a much better chance of getting this thing out of here in one piece. Dude, that thing is an anchor. Oh my god. Did they leave the parking brake on? They did. They did leave the parking brake on. Oh my god. Why would you do that to me? You literally called me out here to recover your truck, and you leave the freaking parking brake on? Wow, I'm charging you extra. It doesn't even want to get out of here. Even with the... Alright. You know what? No more. No more. We're taking a shortcut. Yep, we're taking a shortcut. No more of that. I have had it with that. Alright, I'm gonna leave you right there. I'm gonna turn around, and... Why are you not... Okay, thank you. I was like, why are you not shifting? This thing should not have been this much of a pain to get out of here. It's just a basic Chevy Silverado. But no, we've got to be an issue, don't we? Okay. Let's see, automatic mode. I should be able to just drive out onto the road from here. It did not want to go out down that trail. It was, like, very adamant about, like, we are not going this way. Come on, let me get around that corner. Don't mind the ditch or the sign. It's fine. Yeah, my original plan was not to, you know, cut the trail short. But it literally wasn't going to go back that way. It legitimately said no. It was like, we're not going to leave the trail in this direction. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you say. I don't care how many different directions you pull me in. I am staying put. Or at least that's what the Silverado was like. And I was like, well... I mean, it's probably not worth fighting with the Silverado all the way down that trail. So that's what I was like, we should probably just turn it around and head back to the garage. God, even going downhill, that thing is a lot of kind of just dead weight behind us. I mean, like, I get it if the parking brake somehow kicked itself back on, but I don't think it did. I'm kind of like unsure, actually. It wouldn't make sense if it kicked it right back on. Huh. That's kind of weird. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to actually drop this off right at the door, and we're going to see if the people inside the garage can do a thing or two about this thing's engine. Also, don't worry about this 1500. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Now, we're going to stop this engine for a second, get back in this thing, and bring it into the garage. Should be fully repaired and good to go. And then now, let me park this thing somewhere that isn't on top of a 1500. Although, I'm sure a lot of y'all would like to see it stay parked on top of that 1500, because I know that we have a back and forth relationship with the stock 1500 here on this channel. And you know what? If SnowRunner had perfect collisions, I would leave it parked there because that flex looks sick. But, like, unfortunately, SnowRunner collisions are a little bit wacky sometimes, and they make you hover above the object rather than actually, you know, sitting on top of the object, which is moderately annoying from time to time. There we go. That's more like it. But if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time.